All right, team, the recording is in progress. So a quick reminder that because this is a virtual class, that means any noise on your end, we can all hear. So please, if something, the phone goes off or someone needs to talk to you, just turn yourself on mute and then you can unmute yourself at a later time once you're ready. Make sure you just have a clear space around you to exercise in. And a sturdy chair. That's very, very key. Nothing with wheels. And today we will be focusing on a little bit of cardio, so some interval work. And you will need your weight. And actually, now that I've said intervals, that reminds me to put my timer actually right in front of me. That would be helpful. All right. And let's just get into our breathing pattern, everybody. So breathing in and out through pursed lips. Good. So breathe in. Think about your rib cage expanding to the side and out through pursed lips. And let's get one arm moving out to the side as we breathe in and out. Then your other arm, breathe in and out. Breathe in. Once more. Good. Now both arms together out wide. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, put your feet a little bit wider apart, and we're just going to reach across our body down towards one toe. It's okay if you don't actually reach your feet, just go to where you can. And the goal here, especially if you've got anything concerning with your back, osteoporosis, if you've had a sore back recently, just make sure you're bending through your hips, that we're not rounding through our spine to reach, okay? So do your best to reach through your hips. In as you go down, breathe out as you come back up, and that's going to slow a couple of you down, which is just brilliant. So time the movement with your breathing pattern. Breathe in and reach down, breathe out to come up. Good, once more per side. All right, team. Excellent, excellent job. Now, taking your feet, we're just going to get your heels lifting up and down. Now, before we get our arms involved and get our coordination, I just have something to share with you. I was reading some interesting research on the weekend, and they were looking at a seated calf raise. Specifically, this movement that we're doing right now works a muscle called your soleus, and it just sits right underneath and behind your big calf muscle. And by doing a seated calf raise actually is enough. There's something specific about this muscle that helps elicit a metabolic improvement. So what that means is just doing a seated calf raise a couple times throughout your day can actually help you regulate your blood sugar and your insulin. So it can help offset the negative effects of sitting for too long.
Awesome.
Super, super cool. And of course, they recommend that it does not replace a regular exercise program and that it is best used alongside an exercise program, which you guys are doing twice a week. So I highly encourage you throughout your day when you have to sit, do some seated heel lifts. Aim for a minute if you can, 2 minutes. All right. Now let's get on to some coordination. I'll step off my soapbox and we're going to reach our hands across our body in front of you. So across. Good. So reaching across so it's in line with your opposite shoulder. Good, and now we're going to change it up where it's in front, across, in front, across, in front, across, in front, across. So think of it as each arm has to do an in front and across before it changes. There we go. Boy, no complaints today either. You guys are awesome. Or you've all muted yourself, one or the other. So now that you've got this pattern, easy peasy, we're gonna start lifting up and down our heels. There we go. So lift up and down the heels, up and down the heels. There we go. Now don't forget about your breathing pattern, team. I'm going to call you back to it, that breathing in and out through pursed lips. And shake out the arms, keep your heels lifting up and down. And we're going to get our arms going out, out, in, out, out, in. So you can just move from the elbow. And we're going to keep lifting our heels up and down. So keep your heels moving. Hand moves out, out. So it's not one and then the other. It's out, out, in. So bring one out, leave it there, bring the other out, and then bring one in, bring the other in. Out, out, in, out, out, in. There we go. Good. And now we're going to do that same movement straight out in front of our bodies. Out, out, in, out, out, in. So it's not one after the other, which is easy for our brains. It's out, out, in, out, out, in. And we can also now get foot going. There. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. There we go, team. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Good, and rest your arms, and now your legs are moving out to the side. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in. There we go, team. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep up your steady breathing. Well done, everybody. And rest. Good. Okay, now remember that breathing or your recovery position, sorry. So if you need to, just drop to your elbows or your hands, but a little bit bent over those knees and keeping the head up. That'll help you open up your airways. Okay. All right, team, are we ready for a little bit more cardio?
Sure.
You guys are going, Jill, that was cardio. And I know we got this. So the first thing we're going to do, and remember now cardio, it's going to be 30 to 60 seconds. I'll tell you when the 30 seconds hits. So you're either working for 30 seconds and resting for a minute, or working for a minute, resting for 30 seconds, or a combination of the two, okay? Do what is best for you. But now when I say cardio, you should expect that you are going to be breathing a little bit harder. Okay. And the things you want to watch out for is you cannot take a full breath. The moment you feel like you're losing air, if you feel shaky or lightheaded, those are all signs to stop and do your recovery breathing. But breathing a little bit harder, that's what we're aiming for. Sound good? And yes, your heart rate will go up as well. Okay. So the first one we're going to do is we're just going to touch across our body. So just lightly get into the pattern first. And when I say go, the timer will start. So just tap across your body. Okay. So tap your opposite knee and go. Good. There's different ways to increase or decrease intensity. Remember, number of limbs moving. The more limbs, the harder it is. Range of motion. So here, the higher you lift your knee, the harder it is. Speed of movement, of course. So the faster you go, the harder it is. And that is 30 seconds. So some of you may need to rest now. That's awesome. Some of you, that's halfway. Good. Remember, the goal is to get your heart rate up a little bit here. You should be working harder than you were before. It's okay for you to have to pant a little bit. Stick to your breathing pattern. And that was a minute. Rest. So 30 seconds. If you need to just gently, slowly move to catch your breath back, awesome. If you need to go into that recovery position, awesome. But this is where your goal is to bring your heart rate and breathing back down to get your energy back up so that we can go and do it again. So fun. Okay. So the next one, guys, is we're going to reach over our heads and lift our knee. Opposite arm and opposite leg. So it's a reach. And go. Remember, yes, while we're looking to work harder than we were before, this is still at your own pace. Take accountability for your exercise class. Everyone needs to feel like they worked hard, but it was doable, challenging yet doable. Remember, purposeful movement is key. So grab the air above you and pull it down like you're climbing up a ladder. That was just past 30 seconds, by the way. Great job, everybody. Last couple of seconds. Keep climbing, keep climbing. And rest. Awesome. So get back into breathing out through pursed lips. Well done, team. Still got about 10 seconds left to rest. Are we having fun yet?
Oh, yeah.
You bet.
Oh, good. Good. So our next movement, guys, is I'm just going to get you stepping up and over, up and over. Okay, so again, the higher up you lift that knee, the harder it is. If you're standing, just think about stepping up and over a log. And I would recommend doing it behind your chair so that you have some balance support in front of you. Ready and go. Step up and over. Great job, everybody. All right, you're halfway. That was 30 seconds. Keep up your breathing. Remember to breathe out through pursed lips. There we go, team. Pardon? Nope, we're good. And rest. Woo!
Ooh, all right.
Don't worry, we're gonna rest your legs for the next one. All right. So have a rest, breathe out through pursed lips, get into that recovery position as needed. Good work, everybody. I think we can do 2 more rounds of intervals. What? No way.
Is that all?
I don't think you're kidding, Joe.
No, just 2 more, just 2 more. So this next one, guys, we're pumping the arms. So if you're standing or sitting, doesn't matter. Keep your body still except for those arms. Let's go. Go, go, go. Keep up your breathing. There we go. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Keep going, team. You've got about 10 seconds left. Do what you can here. And rest. Woo!
Ooh, all right.
And like I said, there's just 1 more. You've got this. There we go, team. Everyone's feeling okay?
Yeah.
Good. I got some
So
thumbs
far.
up so far. Yeah. Again, the first thing we always look at if you're feeling a bit out of breath or short of breath or breathless is that breathing pattern. So really, really focus on that breathing pattern. Our last movement for today, guys, is we're going to just tap our leg out to the side and back in. So we're just tapping out, back, out, back, out, back. When I say change, we're going to change legs. Ready, steady, and go. So start with just one leg. Tap it out and in, out and in, out and in. This kind of thing is always fun because I can hear your foot moving, but I cannot see it on most of you.
We're doing it.
Yep, keep going, keep going. Remember, just go at your own pace. And change legs. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Moving it out and in, out and in. Keep up your breathing pattern. You're almost there. Great job, everybody. Breathe, move, and rest. There we go. See, you survived.
We did it.
You did it. Yay.
Yay.
You can go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. That cardio can be challenging, very, very challenging. Okay, so you still have a little bit of time yet to recover, because recovery is super important during exercise. It's not about just going. It's about resting and recovering so that you can push and work hard for the next series of exercises, okay? But we are going to focus on strength next. And I know we did a couple of sit to stands last week. And while I thought we should almost do more this week, I decided to go a different route.
Ray.
Yippee.
Ray. And for those of you who maybe weren't here or don't remember, we did 5 sit to stands about 5 times.
Yeah.
I remember.
You remember, your legs remember. All right, grab your weight. All right, the first one you can do standing if you feel very confident about your balance. Otherwise, just do it seated, this one. This is one of those ones where the amount of effort you put in, the harder it'll get, even if you're seated. So what we're gonna do is we are going to push our weight out in front of us as we lift a knee. But we're not just casually lifting a knee, we're lifting a knee by pushing down as hard as you can through your other leg, right? So it's an out and press through that one leg. These muscles should all feel tight and strong, and then back down. So push down hard as you lift a knee, and then down and switch. Push down hard to lift the knee, down and switch. Push down hard to lift the knee, down and switch. Push down. There we go. Breathing out as you lift the knee. Brilliant, everybody. Good. Push down through that leg. Does everyone feel those leg muscles working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You should feel them tighten up. Got just one more per side. I'm trying to be nice today. Hasn't worked yet.
Ah, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And rest.
You're
Oh, good.
You're always nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Nice, but challenging.
That's true.
And that's perfect.
One of my soccer players, I had the U15s last year, and then I did some stuff with the U12s. So the U12s are really cute. One of them looks at me and she goes, "You coach my sister." And I go, "Oh yeah, what did she have to say about me?" And she goes, "Well, she says you're funny and scary, but nice."
All of the above.
And I go, "Oh, what do you think?" And she goes, "That seems right." I thought that was pretty cute.
Yeah.
That is.
Okay, team, now take your weight. We're gonna hold it down on one side. And we're going to lift it up, 2, and then press it overhead if you can, up, 2, and then down, 2 to the shoulder, and down, 2 back down to your side. Okay, so it's up, 2, over, 2, down, 2, lower, 2. Okay, so I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 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 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Switch hands. That feel good for everybody?
Yep.
Yep.
Good. All right, other arm. We're up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, 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 up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Last one, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, and rest. Feel free to shake out one arm, then the other. Good. Okay. Put one foot out to the side. Make sure you're at kind of the edge of your seat without falling off. And we're just gonna have that one leg out to the side. Now remember, if having your leg out like this pulls at the knee at all, well, just pull this leg in and turn it out so that now your knees create a bit of an L shape. Okay, now don't worry about this one if you don't get much range of motion. That's normal. And if you're gonna do it standing, again, I just have that one leg out to the side and I'm gonna be moving predominantly on this leg. Okay, and all it is we're just moving, bending forward from the hips. So it's forward. You should feel quite a bit of a stretch through that inner thigh, your groin muscle. They're called your adductors. So down and now walnut between your bum cheeks, crush it to come up. Okay, so a little bit of hip mobility with some hip strengthening here, bending over at the hips, and then tighten your glutes hard to pull yourself back up. Down and up. Now, again, in this position, only go as far as your back lets you. Make your hips do all the movement. Push forward at the hips and then pull yourself back up. Push forward at the hips and pull yourself back up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up and down and up. Now switch legs. Everyone feel that little bit of a stretch? Good. Remember, if you do feel it in your back, it is important to let me know so that I can adjust it for you, because nobody wants a sore back by the end. But bending forward from the hips and pull through your glutes, push through that leg to come back up. Bend and up. Bend and up. And if all you are getting out of this exercise is, boy, I might need to stretch more, that's okay. That's good learning too. But also clench your glutes harder. Maybe you need to crush 2 walnuts. Someone tried to tell me 2 weeks ago that they had graduated to an almond. I didn't know what to make of that.
What a hazelnut.
There you go. There you go. Is it hazelnut season?
Pretty
We're
soon.
getting into chestnut season, I think. All this snow. There we go, team, and rest there. Awesome. Well done, everybody.
That's pretty hard.
That one was pretty hard.
This exercise.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. It's a tough one. It's because those muscles are tight in that position, which makes them have to work harder. And we don't practice, we don't practice that nearly as often. At least with sit to stands, we often stand up out of a chair. It's a movement pattern that's more familiar to us. We don't often stick a leg out to the side and bend forward from the hips. Unless we're trying to trip someone that's walking by. Okay, so grab your weight again. Okay, and the last one we're going to do here before I get you to repeat those exercises, yay, is we're going to work on our paddle. And the reason I get you guys paddling so much, especially those of you that are here in the spring, I know some of you thought it was for me to practice my own canoeing, but it's actually a really great exercise for strengthening your rotational strength. So we don't have to actually rotate to develop that strength. And developing that strength really helps with your balance, the strength of your core overall, grabbing things and moving with it, okay? Especially taking pressure off the shoulders to grab things. So start with the weight in 2 hands at one shoulder, and then you paddle down across the body to the opposite hip. Now, what you should feel is you should be tightening your belly button as that weight moves, and then clench it hard to pull the weight back up. Shouldn't feel like your shoulders are working hard. Paddle down and up. Paddle down. Notice there's not really any twisting happening, especially at my lower back. Good. Down and up. 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 2 more. Down and up. 1 more. Down and up. Now switch sides. So we're starting at the other shoulder, paddling down across to the other hip and up. Paddle and up. Pull through that core to do the movement. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up, down and up, down and up, paddle and up, core tight guys, paddle and up, last one, paddle and up, rest. Now is a great time to grab a sip of water. And then we're going to repeat those 4 exercises using the weight. Remember your recovery position if you need to go into that, and just focus on your recovery breathing. Do you guys remember the first exercise with the weight that we did? No. So we were pushing the weight out in front of us as we lifted one knee. And then back. Okay, remember, as you lift that one knee, that other leg has got to be pushing hard into the ground. Okay, ready and up, down, 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 up, push down, push that foot down into the ground, down and up, down and up. Once more per side, down, up, down and up, and rest. There we go. What was the second exercise? Yeah, there we go. It was the count to 4, where we lift the weight up to our shoulder and then press it up overhead. Remember, if that overhead movement is sore for you today, only go to where you can, and you can hold it while everyone else goes up. And then as they come down, you come back down. Okay, so that's still getting some that muscle under a bit of tension. So we are going up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, and 4, switch. Okay, so now it's your other hand, same movement. Remember to tighten up that core, and it's a up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, 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 and one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. There's been a lot of counting today. We were doing really well too. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, do you remember the third exercise?
In front.
The side.
Yeah, one leg out to the side, and we are hinging in front, and hinging just means moving from the hip. Okay.
Pedaling.
And the slower strength exercises, guys, is a good chance for you to time the movement to your breathing. So you should feel a bit less breathless overall compared to your cardio exercises. Okay, so we're just slowly hinging forward. Remember to push through the non-sideways leg, the forward leg. Push through it to come back up. That'll help you engage your glute on that side, but you want both glutes pulling you up. So it's over and up. 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 Remember the walnut between your bum cheeks. Crush it to come back up. And let's do once more on this side. Good, and switch sides. Remember, your back should not feel sore in that movement. Don't force your way down. Just go to where your body lets you. And forward. Great job, everyone. Remember, it is helpful to breathe in as you go down and breathe out as you come back up. Good. Great job, everybody. There we go, team. Push through that foot to come back up. Breathing out will help. Two more. There we go. And rest. Brilliant. Shake out those legs. And you can put that weight back under your chair or to the side, wherever it is out of the way. Okay, team. Oh, no, we forgot an exercise. You still need your weight. Well, lucky for you, because I was just going to make us march until stretch time. But we've got one more exercise. It's our paddling. So grab your weight, start on one shoulder. Remember, all the movement and stability comes through the core. So we're at a shoulder and it's down. 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5, up, down, 6, up, down, 7, up, down, 8, up, down, 9, up, and down, 10, up. Now switch sides. So other shoulder and down. 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5, up, down, 6, up, down, 7, up, down, 8, up, down, 9, up, and down, 10, up. Good. Okay, now you can put the weight to the side where it's out of the way. And super, super slowly, we're just going to march. And you can get your feet, your hands and feet just gently moving as we go. So just nice and slow. If you'd rather just lift your heels up and down, awesome. We just want that little bit of soft, light movement to tell your bodies, hey, the exercise is done. All the wonderful things you did to make it easier for me, the exercise, can you please reverse it? So that slow, light movement. Did we talk about that last week, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So just that really quick reminder that sometimes that's why you can get dizzy or really lightheaded if you've exercised and then sit down. Because now with exercise, your blood capillaries open up to allow more blood flow. And then when you stop moving and we haven't given them time to shrink down yet, well, now it just drops our blood pressure. All right, just gently push your arms out and back in. And the opposite rings true as well, guys. If you've been sitting for a while and you need to get up, stomp your feet a couple times, move your arms, and then go to stand up.
What does that do?
That signals your body, hey, it's time to move. And now that your body starts making the adjustments for that change in posture. So when you're sitting, you don't need much blood flow. So your blood pressure's a bit lower. Those blood capillaries are shrunk down. And then has anyone ever stood up too fast? They go, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of us have experienced that. And our bodies just didn't adapt to the increased need for blood flow, for a change in blood pressure. So what does our blood pressure do? It drops.
Right.
Yeah, so again, just you stomp your feet a couple times in your arms and then go to get up. I get all my clients that I see in all my classes, and especially the ones I go see in their homes, because they're usually in their 90s. I make sure that they know, hey, before you get up, you get some movement in, even if it's just 2 seconds.
Good.
So helpful for all of you.
Good.
And helps with your balance too. Sometimes if you've been a little bit too stagnant, then you go to get up and your body's like, what? So stretch one arm up, stretch the other down. That's what happens to me on the rare time that the puppy wakes up in the middle of the night needing to use the washroom. You kind of jump out of bed and you're stumbling around trying to open his crate, run into things, trip over things, and it's a race. It's a race to the door.
The joys of a puppy.
That's right. And switch arms.
So is Thursday more of a balance program on Thursdays?
There is nothing predictable about our workouts other than the fact that there's challenging moments and that it's a whole lot of fun.
Okay.
But you're right in the sense that today we didn't do much balance. Today was a big focus on that slower strength piece with some cardio intervals at the start.
Right.
And other times we'll have more balance included.
Right. Okay.
Shake out those arms, stretch out a leg, reach towards your toes. It's just different every time.
Okay. That's good.
That's what everybody said.
And that's what keeps us coming back.
That's right. There's no way you can talk yourself out of it, right, guys?
That's right.
Because you don't even know what's going to happen. Maybe today she'll let us rest and chat for a longer time.
We just don't want to miss out, Jill.
That's right. You don't want to miss out on the fun.
No.
And I sure love seeing each and every one of you. It's a highlight of my day.
Good.
And we're switching legs. Great work, everybody. And remember, stretch time is the perfect time to ask questions. So feel free.
Hi from
And-
Ontario.
What's that? Sorry.
Hi from Ontario.
Hello from Ontario. Nice to have you join us.
Me
Yeah,
too.
they told
All
me
the
to
way.
go on the Lung Association, and I ended up in BC. But then I like it so much, so I stayed here. I'm not
That's
sure if I'm in
brilliant.
the right place.
Perfect. Well, it is the BC Lung Association. Well, now actually it's the BC Lung Foundation. They just changed their name. We're turning to the side or just drop a leg behind you guys. But yeah, pulmonary rehab exercise. That's awesome. Glad to have you join us.
Whereabouts in Ontario?
Thank you. I didn't go back to them.
Where are you from
They
in
have,
Ontario?
they have something similar. They have something similar.
Gotcha. Rick's wondering which part of Ontario.
Ah, Toronto.
Nation's
Front.
capital.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Say something. You're not a nation to that.
Nation's capital.
Yeah. Toronto?
No, whatever.
Oh, wow.
My hometown was Newmark.
Oh, brilliant.
Toronto, the nation's capital.
No,
Brilliant. Switch legs and switch sides. You know, that's the neatest thing about virtual programs is you get people from all over. And I think that's just the greatest thing.
Yeah.
I remember in the spring series, we had one or two people from the States, and we had someone that was for the summer lives out on their houseboat
Wow.
and just kind of travels around, and they would just come on whenever, you know, they were in service, Sometimes they couldn't make it, but it was so neat. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, you can join in on a group,
Yeah.
which is too bad for you guys because it really means no excuses. You have to be here. And rest their team.
Well, thank heaven for Zoom since COVID started. Otherwise, we'd all be going crazy.
Oh, that's right. No,
And
this
it's
is a
such a
great
good
way to
program.
connect. Oh, that's good, Connie. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Awesome program.
Yeah, it is great.
It is very good.
Love it.
Well, let's do a couple of deep breaths together. So let's aim for 4 seconds on the inhale, 5 seconds on the exhale, and just do whatever you are capable of. Okay, don't push it. So and feel free to keep your hands down on your belly, open them up to the side, or reach them overhead, whatever you are most comfortable with. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake out the hands and legs. Awesome. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Jill.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Coming on to